Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to share with you a little project that I recently completed. I purchased a Japanese Inkwell at a thrift store, and this is not just any old Japanese Inkwell. I say this is an antique. It's from the Meiji period, so it's over 100 years old. It is hand woven bronze, and as you can see, it's very intricate. The weave is very intricate. These little the fly on the side, super intricate design, as well as the frog. The fly, though, being the more impressive of the two. And then on the top, you have the various fish and whatnot. And the inkwell is representative of a fishing basket. And on the top, it has a little crab that serves as the handle because it's elevated, and you can get your finger underneath it and use it to open the top of the inkwell. Now, these inkwells are not super common. I think it was more of the Western influence, in as much as the Westerners, which Japan was being highly influenced by at that time, were more accustomed to ready-made inks, whereas the Japanese were partial. In fact, traditionally and culturally, they used the charcoal and the inkstone. They were part of the 4 tools of study for calligraphy. And, people in Japan could spend an entire lifetime mastering calligraphy. And the 4 tools were the pen, the ink, the paper, and the inkstone. Now, they would take the charcoal and they would put it on the inkstone and they would mix it with water. And that way they had very good control over the medium. They could make it, various opacities or densities, depending on how much water they used. Whereas, with an inkwell, what you see is what you get, pretty much. So anyway, I think that these were probably made mostly for Westerners, and to provide something that expressed the Japanese culture, and which I think it did quite well. It's just an absolutely beautiful piece. And anyway, when I got this inkwell, it had a big glob of ink, glue, that was holding the crab onto the top of the inkwell. And it, not long after I purchased it, it broke off. So I knew, from looking at it, that it was a fairly valuable piece. So I took it to a jeweler. Ended up taking it to 3 jewelers, but I took it to a jeweler who looked at it. His first comment was, wow, this is like a $500-600 piece. And I asked them if they could solder the crab back onto the post, because they have laser soldering equipment. Excuse me. So the first jeweler said, well, he wasn't sure. He'd have to have his jeweler look at it. His jeweler wasn't in. So I took it to another jeweler who said essentially the same thing, and his jeweler wasn't available. So then I took it to a third jeweler, and that jeweler said the same thing, only he had a jeweler who was available, who came out from the back. And as you could probably imagine, he was one of these guys with, the helmet on and the loop, in his eye. And he looked at it and he said, nah, this is just, can't do it. He said, JB Weld. So I was like, okay. So JB Weld is an epoxy. So I went home and I ordered some JB Weld off of Amazon. And right away I knew after mixing it and trying it out that this was not the JB Weld that was going to work. And they have several different epoxies. So I went back to the jeweler and I asked them, now, can you tell me which JB Weld I should use in order to, achieve this, fasten this? Because two very small surfaces. Excuse me. And they said, well, no. And they suggested that I go to the local hardware store and speak to the epoxyologist there. So we have a local hardware store that has very good customer service. So I went there, and he took me to the aisle in the section that had all of these JB Weld epoxies. And one of them was labeled, and I think it was labeled for jewelry. And it's this one here. And so I got this one here, and the way that it works is that you apply, some of the glue, and then you turn around. It's got a little light beam on the end, or a little laser of UV rays, and you put it on the glue, and it gives you a solid epoxy weld. So I tried this, and it was pretty clear that was not going to be successful either. So I measured it with a micrometer, and then I went to Hobby Lobby, and I got some brass tubing that where the inside diameter would accept the diameter of the post, and I cut a small little piece. And then I welded it to both the top of the fishing basket and to the bottom of the crab. And it worked quite satisfactorily, and I was and am very happy with the results. So anyway, the chances of somebody else having this particular exact situation is very, very small. But it was a little project that I enjoyed doing, and I just felt like doing a video of it to share, what I accomplished. Like I said, very happy with the results. And then when I was done, I got a little case from Amazon to display it in. And, I plan on, keeping it and, passing it on because it's just such a beautiful piece. Anyway, that's it. And I hope you enjoyed. Be sure to hit the like button. And if you find me worthy, feel free to subscribe. And that's it for now.